All right, what's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Descent into Avernus. So far, the party, after having been to the Wandering Emporium, is continuing their way to the uh, mystical Path of Devils, where Lulu claims that we may finally find some answers that will lead us to the Bleeding Citadel and Zariel's sword. So, that is where we pick up today. We are traveling to the first stop on the Path of Devils, a place where demons go to die, is all the description that we were afforded. And it is now that we begin to approach. And what you see is radiant light cascading from a rusted metal monument. It's shaped like the raised mandibles of a giant beetle made out of rusted metal, and it towers high into the air. When you look at it, you can see that light cascades from something suspended in between the two pillars here. And from this great distance, you can't quite make out what it is. We'll say we're probably several miles from the zapper. But this thing is so huge, you can see it in the skyline up ahead. And even more unusual, as you look at this giant orb of radiant light, every now and then you see a brilliant flash. Something burst forward, and you see this light illuminating everything. It happens instantly, and then it's gone in a second, and you're left wondering what is going on up there.
I mean, it looks cool.
Reckon there's anything to loot.
It must serve some function.
Kills them, doesn't it?
Kill them, I guess.
You'd
Where
think
they
a
go.
place, you'd think a place called the Demon Zapper would, kill.
Are you sure?
We should definitely check it out, though.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
The
That's
demon
where we're headed.
grinder that you ride moves incredibly fast, and as you begin to close the gap, you can get a little more of the information of the scene in which you now find yourself. You can make out the object suspended between the two pillars. It's a large size object. It is white in color, or at least you think it is. It's hard to tell against the glare. It appears to be quadrupedal, and you can see that it from the top of its head to about the point where its neck meets its body, there's this glowing mane of almost radiant energy. But you can't quite make out what it is from the distance. If you'd like, you can make a perception check to try and see if you can piece the details together and figure out what it is you're looking at. Ooh.
So this thing's called the Demon Zapper?
Lulu
Apparently.
looks up at you like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, okay, so everybody seeing this creature, you're able to recognize what it is. Quadrupedal, white of fur, and you begin to piece it all together. It's a unicorn, and it's suspended in the center of these pillars, and it begins to make sense. This radiant light is being drawn out from the creature, It's what powers this infernal structure. And as you look, you can see that there's there are these black shapes scurrying along the ground, and you're able to make out the sign, the shapes of maw demons, of other creatures from the abyss. They seem to be drawn towards the light, and as they get closer, you see one of those flashes. Except this time, it's up close. When one of the demons gets close enough to the zapper, a beam of radiant energy arcs out, almost like a bolt of lightning. And when it strikes the demon, nothing is left except a pile of blackish goo on the landscape.
That's incredibly efficient.
Just when I thought this place couldn't get much crazier.
Wonder if we can make it mobile.
Why is it even here? Is a good question, because why? Like, this is hell.
Well, that other guy seemed to really not like demons. He seemed kind of disgusted whenever I compared devils and demons.
Again, a reason for that. There's a war going on. Blood war, may have heard of it.
Oh yeah, he did mention that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I assume this is a devil tactic to thin the demon herds.
Yeah, maybe the demons aren't very smart.
I wouldn't think so.
As you have this conversation, there's another half dozen, 20. They just keep coming. And as they do, it's the same every time. They get to about 50 feet away, a bolt of radiant energy, and then nothing.
What's the plan here?
Well, this was supposed to be help us find the sword. Lulu, why are we here?
I don't know. I remember something, but I don't know how. She looks confused. There's clearly nobody here. And even though the demon zapper is a large structure, it's what it is not is a building. There's no doors, no entrances, simply the pillars suspending the unicorn.
Are unicorns smart, guys?
That's
Does anybody know?
I don't know, they look like a horse with a dagger on their head.
Lulu speaks up. Of course they are. They are celestials. Very powerful ones, in fact. But
What?
they're
Is that one your
way-
friend?
I think they might have been at some point.
Well, why don't we just ask the unicorn?
How?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Maybe. Do you think it hurts?
Probably.
I mean, those demons are being turned to practically piles of ash. So I'm assuming getting close to it might hurt.
No, I
No.
think she meant the unicorn.
Yes. For the unicorn. Do you think she hurts?
Does it look like it's? Does it look like the unicorn is in any kind of distress?
Well, it is suspended in the air between two giant infernal pillars. And it's hard to make out facial expressions from like 300 feet away. But you don't get the impression it's very pleasant.
Well, if they're using that unicorn to power that zapper, then I don't know. If I had that much energy pulled out of me every time that happened, that would probably hurt, yeah. So, if there's no way to get in there, that we can see, and if we get too close, we might turn into that goo. How do we talk to this unicorn?
We could free her.
You mean like destroy the building?
Do you think it would work?
I have no idea, but it sounds fun.
Lulu flutters nearby, and she just kind of looks at you, and then she looks at the zapper.
Well, I suppose if anybody's gonna see how close we can get to this thing. Now, I don't know how many demons are in the way, but I might as well try to approach it, right?
I'm gonna stand here and watch you approach it. In case he goes that too.
You know, I appreciate that. We need a good witness.
So you're going to approach?
As close as I can get without getting, I guess, mobbed by a bunch of demons.
Well, the demons that are nearby, they would ignore you completely. They're fixated on the great radiant energy of the structure ahead of you.
Okay.
It's almost
Then-
like they don't even know you exist.
How many demons are we talking here?
They just keep coming. It's like every second there's more and more.
Okay, so hundreds. then?
Hundreds and hundreds.
So, it's a good idea to maybe destroy it, but what happens when all of these things are no longer being drawn to that unicorn? What do you think will happen?
Yeah, I hadn't really considered that far ahead.
Huh. See, I'm all for freeing a friend of Lulu. That sounds important, but at the cost of our lives would most likely be the case if we no longer had those demons entranced.
What if we can get the building to fall on top of them?
Does the building look like it'd be large enough that if it collapsed, it would
It's a
fill up
massive
the
structure.
building?
Massive. If it were to fall, it would be incredible devastation.
Okay.
So we'd have to probably. Here's what we do: we somehow crumble it, and then before it falls on us, we run away, and hopefully it falls on them, and then everything's good, right?
Like a lot of hopefullys.
That's a lot of chance right there.
What if we just don't do anything with it?
Well,
And
okay.
our memory away?
But then what do we do?
Well, I mean, I figure I might as well just go check it out just to see what it's made out of, or at least see what's going on. I mean, if the demons are fixated on that thing, then heck, why not? Might as well go see what's up. Like,
Sure, if we can get close without any issues, then why not check it out? But destroying the structure, I think we might need to be further away.
I guess we'll take it one step at a time.
So what is the current plan?
I was just gonna walk up and get a closer look at this structure and see, and even though there's no doors or windows or anything like that, how it works, what it's made out of, anything like that.
Okay. You walk forward. You're not evaporated. So good news there. And you can walk right up to it, like close enough to touch it, right? But I'm afraid there's no information to be gained. From all you can tell, they just look like giant pillars made of infernal iron. There's no mechanism, no signs of magic, or at least none that can be deciphered by the party, and no new information to be gained. It's just these giant pillars made of the infernal iron with the celestial suspended between it.
Does it appear climbable?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Well, I'm out of ideas. What do you guys think?
Do you wish to fly up there and talk to the unicorn?
That's a pretty good idea. Or if wait, Helen, can't you fly?
Yes, but this wonderful harp that I've acquired allows me to cast the spell on a person.
Oh, that's pretty handy.
Yes.
I don't know about if it was with your soul, but I mean, more power to you.
What's the issue here? We just need to get to the top of it.
To try and speak to the unicorn.
I could send my copy up there, and once it's there, we'll just swap places.
Wouldn't you fall?
Yeah.
That'd be a really that'd be a
Wouldn't be
really
helpful.
silly way to die.
It would be a terrible way to die. Yeah.
I'd laugh.
I think we go with Helen's plan and
Fly.
fly up.
Okay, who would like to fly up there?
I'm good.
Well, you said it's a celestial being, right?
Yeah, it's a unicorn.
Okay. Well, can anyone speak its language?
Yes.
Congrats, you've just volunteered.
Wonderful, great. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead. Helen will pull out the harp and strum on it for a few moments, and she'll cast Fly
Sure.
on herself using the charge for Fly for the day, and fly on up to the unicorn.
So take Lulu with you just in case.
Sure, yeah. Lulu
I'll-
can come.
I'll send the copy up. I'll send the copy up as well, but not swap to it.
Okay.
Okay. So you start heading up to the top of the zapper. And as you get closer, you can see the unicorn in great detail. In addition to all the information you had before, you can now see that the unicorn, its back is arched. All of its muscles are tense, and its head is thrown back in an expression of intense pain. Its mouth is a grimace, and it foams. It has foam at the lips. And as you approach, you see it doesn't move anything except its eyes as it turns and it looks in one direction out of the corner of its vision. Oh, it's in intense pain.
Yes, it appears to be. Okay. In Celestial, I'll fly up to it. Well, I'm flying up to it, and in Celestial, I'll call out. Excuse me. You look like you're in extreme distress. How might one relieve you of such pain?
It doesn't answer you. You're not quite sure if it chose not to or that it can't. But it just
Okay.
continues to look at you, panicked out of one eye.
Okay. Does it look like it's held in there? Like, is there something binding it to that location that I can see?
Yeah. Magic.
Magic.
I guess.
All right. Trying to see what I can do to fix this.
I don't think she can talk to us.
Right. Well, she's magically bound to this location. I don't have a way of relieving that magic, is the problem. I do not have the spell required to interrupt the magic binding her.
Please, we must do something. She's in pain.
Helen will fly towards the unicorn and try and touch it.
Well, that is where I am going to stop you.
Okay.
You try to fly towards the creature, but remind you, there is a intense amount of radiant energy just buffeting off of the creature. Remember, it creates a light so bright you can see it miles and miles away. And even though the zapper itself only targets the demons that come within range, you find that it would probably be very hazardous to your health to try and approach the creature suspended there.
Okay.
Is Helen within yelling distance?
They are 300 feet away.
Oh, I thought I was closer.
So about a football field?
I said earlier that it is 300 feet up in the air.
Yeah, I'm going to fly up to it. I'll cast fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did cast fly.
Yes.
I was just wondering if you could hear us from all the way up there. You're about a full football field away.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. I misunderstood the conversation. Okay. So you guys are 300 feet away from me. I don't know. Maybe. Probably not. There's just not a whole lot I can do.
I think Zarian will turn around to Arcanus and be like, "Hey, is there any way? It doesn't seem like Helen's getting very far. Is there any way that we could, can you talk to it, with magic, telepathically or inside your head, or something like that?"
Sadly, I do not possess any type of capability like that.
Oh. Sondunk, you got any ideas?
I got one, but I don't think any of you would want to hear it.
I'm always interested.
Jim, can't you see through the copy?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I can't see the people on the ground having this conversation. And technically I won't be able to hear it either. I'm deafened.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
The copy's not blinded or deafened though, so I'm up there in
Right.
spirit with Helen.
Right. Doing nothing.
How far away are the building, the prongs that are holding it in place? Am I within 60 feet of those? Can I be within 60 feet of those?
Not up here where the unicorn is. No, you can't get that close to it. But when you're on the ground, you can walk right up to the pillars and touch them.
So there's just two pillars straight up holding in place. I'm looking at the picture and I see where it branches out on either side.
Yes.
Okay. I would want to go to the southern, that one right there, where it starts to branch off.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll cast a shatter on it.
Good. All right. So you tick off your spell. You see the thing is it takes the brunt of the impact, right? You can't really tell if it caused any damage or not. But what you do know is immediately, right away, the entire ground around the zapper begins to shake. It is extremely violent, and through the course of this, anyone still on the ground needs to make a dex save or fall prone.
Oh, I think Helen did something.
Just sort of screaming because she can't judge the volume. Jem's just gonna say, "Yeah, she casted Shatter."
It's loud enough.
All right, so if you, it was a DC 15. If you failed, you are prone. And through this earthquake, you see the ground directly in front of those on the ground. The earth begins to bubble up, right, and grow until it starts off just 3 feet, 5. Then finally it stops at its full height of 10 feet tall. And you see in front of you a massive creature, dark skinned, and from the waist down seems to be a cloud of smoke and silt. It wields a massive hammer, and it throws out one hand, finger splayed, and gives you a single command. The language is foreign. You don't understand it. And then a moment later, you see it grab its own throat, and you see these radiant energy trickles down from her hand into around her mouth and throat. And then she speaks again. All of you can understand her, even though you do not know the language she speaks. But the command comes a second time. Stop.
That's not us, that's her up there, and I'm gonna point to the person that can't shadow.
Yeah, I'm gonna join Zondonk and just, simultaneously just kind of point up in the sky.
Can hear the command?
Oh yes, you do.
Okay.
It booms over the mountainside.
Jem's gonna, break the copy and come back down. Oh, you're very big. Hi.
I am Raulzala. What are you doing? Why do you attack this structure?
I don't know. We kind of just left the loose cannon up there.
Yeah, our friend, the elephant, that's her friend up there.
Well, you see, so we saw the unicorn and we wanted to talk to it, but it couldn't talk to us, or it wasn't talking, or nothing was happening. And so we figured maybe if we broke it, then the unicorn could talk.
You see her, she reaches up with her hands, and she makes a grabbing gesture. And when she does, you see that she holds one arm out to her right in the direction of where Helen was flying close to the pillar. Her other hand a little further off, reaching towards where Lulu is. Helen, can you make me a charisma save? Ooh, okay. You're able to resist the effects of the spell she tried to cast, but you felt yourself being pulled towards her. A moment later, you see Lulu disappear. It's like she folds in on herself, and a moment later, she falls on the ground behind the rest of the party.
Oh, wow. That was pretty cool.
Is Lulu conscious?
No, Lulu is fine, but she is no longer flying up in the air where she had been previously.
I don't really like being attacked.
Well, maybe this lady can help us. Or
You can't talk to him. These are so far away.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
It sounds like she just doesn't want the structure to be broken, so maybe she'll just give us the unicorn.
When I did the shatter spell on the pylon, did the unicorn react anyway?
No.
No. It seemed to still be bound and panicky.
Yes.
Okay. Structure basically intact.
That's what I had said previously. Yes.
Okay. Just following up.
Would you mind answering some questions? Is that too much?
You will answer my question first, Worm.
Okay.
Why do you attack the structure?
We just wanted to help the unicorn.
For what purpose?
To gather information.
Information?
Yeah.
What makes you think that creature has the information that you seek?
Well, they said it was smart, so I figured maybe it would. And, we're looking for something, and it's up there. It can see everything.
The unicorn moon color has been imprisoned inside the Zapper for millennia. If it knew anything, it doesn't now. Its existence is pain. It is all that it knows.
Oh.
Did it commit a crime? Is that why it's imprisoned?
A crime? No. It is indebted to the Archduke of Avernus, Zariel, the same as I, the same as many others that are here. It serves its end of the bargain, just as I do in protecting this structure.
And what'd you get out of the deal for protecting the structure?
Yeah, that's a good question.
She wheels on you. My business is my own. What makes you feel so entitled to ask me what it is that I had asked for?
Wow, you got really personal with that.
Yeah, I just thought we were having conversations.
Conversations? Ha! This is like akin to the ant trying to speak to the foot before it is crushed. We have nothing to discuss. So when I ask a question, you will answer. What information was it that you sought?
I don't think you need to know that.
Well,
We don't need to tell us about your reason behind the deal.
Well, we're looking. What? Lulu. What? Why are we here?
Lulu looks very reserved at the moment, looking up at the imposing figure of the Tao. We're looking for the Bleeding Citadel.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, we're looking for a citadel.
A citadel.
Yeah. We're looking for a citadel. A big. I think it's a big church, right? I don't know. Is that what a citadel is?
Close enough.
Or is it more like a fort?
More like a fort.
I have a question though. How long have you been guarding the unicorn?
She looks towards you, clearly unhappy. And as she raises her hand, she makes a dismissive gesture in your direction and begins to cast a spell.
Wait, hold on. We didn't mean to make you mad. We just...
Well, seeing as there is no reaction, I will need a charisma save, please. I'm sorry, wait, charisma save? Is that right? Let me pull it up.
I mean, I was just gonna say if she's been here as long as a unicorn, what makes us think she knows anything?
Oh, nope, there is no save. Sorry. She simply casts silence in your direction.
Is that on all of us?
It is in a 20-foot radius sphere, centered on a point.
So I guess Zarian's just sitting in there, like, waving his arms around and talking, but, like...
Yeah. So she silenced... She silences Ondonk, and it's centered on him, and it will move with him when he moves. And then she folds her arm across her chest, and then she speaks. But this time, she talks telepathically to the party. And what prize is there to be found in this citadel?
None of your business.
What?
You're not allowed to speak. You're not in the telepathic.
In my head.
You're not in the telepathic link.
Okay.
She excluded you.
See how it is.
You're on timeout.
So I'm gonna kick at the ground and walk away.
This sucks. I hate this.
Well, you know, it's all about the journey. I'm sure we'll find out when we get there.
How, loyal are you to that deal? Because we're here to test that.
She looks in your direction. I have served Zariel many, many years, and I know a great number of things. I could
Like
probably
what?
guide you to what you seek. For a price, of course.
I would expect nothing less. We're looking for a bleeding citadel, I think it is.
And what is the prize inside this church?
Weapon.
She looks at Lulu, and realization dawns on her. She dispels the zone of silence, and the next time she speaks, she says, "I will now use my voice so that my intentions are not misclear.
Oh boy.
If you seek Zariel's weapon, I know where you can get it. And I would be happy to guide you to it. But I wish to be free of my servants."
Oh, then we're likely on the same page here.
Yeah, I like where this is going.
I am bound to protect this structure. I cannot leave, or I would have freed myself long ago. But if you do me a service, then I will give you directions to one who can show you the direction of the citadel. And I will even write a letter of introduction, proving to them that you are a friend, that you are trustworthy, and that they should be persuaded to aid you.
I'm liking the sound of this.
Yeah, I'll take that over wandering around this godforsaken wasteland for the rest of my days.
What would we have to do for you? Because I
Well,
don't see this.
But hang on. I mean, could we, if we also free you from this place, could you assist us with getting the unicorn down? Since you will no longer be bound to this place?
She looks at you like you said something very stupid. I have no concern for that beast. And without me to protect the pillars, they could easily be destroyed with time. What happens after I leave my post is no concern of mine.
Right, but you've been bound to it so long. Do you think you could assist us in destroying it before you leave?
What's this us?
Can you make a charisma save, please? Arcanist. All right. You feel a pulling sensation, and just like we saw with Lulu earlier, Arcanist seems to fold on himself and disappear. Moments later, finding himself back inside the demon grinder.
How would we relieve you of your command of this position? That's the summation at this point.
Well, you see, I am stuck in this position because of a pact that I had made with Zariel herself. It would take something quite powerful, quite unusual, in order to break such an oath. I cannot divine the means to do so, but I know that there is an oracle that does. Her name is Red Ruth, and she lives in an area not far from here. It's called the Bone Brambles. The first thing I require is for you to head to the Bone Brambles, to speak with Red Ruth on my behalf, and to find a way for me to be free of my oath.
Zondong, do you have any paper and ink?
Why?
Because I'm not going to remember her name.
I'll do it, don't worry.
Do we really want to accept this and, you know...
I mean, would you rather just wander around for the rest of our lives?
You got a point, but I don't really feel like working for this one.
I mean, it's not any worse than what you've already done.
Yeah, I mean...
Point us in the direction of Red Ruth.
She
You
smiles.
worked for us.
And she holds out her hand. Show me your map. And then she points to an area. Oh no, I'm on the wrong thing. And then you can see, clearly labeled on your map, is the Bone Brambles. Roughly southwest of where you currently stand.
Can you tell us what we might expect to find there? Or maybe where to find Ruth?
She lives in the center of the brambles. It is where the oracle hides.
Okay. Anything else there that you know of?
I'm afraid that I do not know, as
Okay.
I've never been to the brambles myself.
Alright. What does Ruth look like? Do you know that?
She just looks at you. You see, the expression on her face tells you that she's very annoyed with the current line of questioning.
Okay, alright. Don't put me back in the car, please. Anybody else?
What do we want to keep? I mean, I can keep casting spells at this tower, but I don't think that she'll like it.
No, is anybody opposed to this? Because this is the only lead we really have, unless we want to go to the place where demons are born. Was that the other one?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that'll be an equally tedious task there as well. I mean, think about this place. Everywhere we go, people want us to do something for them. So this is just the next thing people want us to do.
If you think about it, if this oracle can help her get out of a deal, then maybe it can help you get out of a deal too, Helen.
Right. Get me out of a deal, sure. If that's something I wanted, then sure. That would probably get me out of a deal.
I don't know. If you could keep the harp and, everything else, but, it's kind of like pulling one over, wouldn't it be great? It'd be funny. You'll thank me later, I promise.
We're going to go to the Oracle now. So Helen flies over the car, the demon grinder, and then kind of hops inside.
Watch your head.
And watch out for the wrecking ball that's getting swung back and forth.
It's just dancing lazily.
All right.
Does anybody else have anything they'd like to do before we head to the car and on to the next location?
Yeah, Zondunker's gonna whisper to the Goliath, just like, I never promised her I was gonna do anything. And then get in.
Neither
What,
did I.
what was her name?
Red Tooth.
I'll just ask her. What's your name again?
Ralzala.
Rosala. All right. Well, I'm Zarian. Hopefully we'll see you again.
All right. Then we move. All right. Heading to the Bone Brambles. Yeah. Woo. You have to give me
Sorry, I didn't do that.
one moment. Okay. As you approach, what you see is somewhat disheartening. There is a maze of warped trees and bone-like vines stretched before you. There are calcified corpses that merge it with the trees, and they're covered in fungal pods that feed on the blood oozing through the undergrowth. Here and there, you can see narrow paths that wind deeper into the wood. And you see that there is no way for the demon grinder to make it through the dense overgrowth.
Well, I guess we could have seen something like this coming, I suppose.
I mean, it wasn't going to be easy, did you think?
Oh, I mean, where else is the Oracle gonna hide? So, I've never done any, like, hedge mazes before. I have heard of them, though, and I think I saw one back when we were in Baldur's Gate, but, like, is there anybody any good with this? Anybody ever done this?
I mean, I can just, if it's like a maze, I could probably like send a copy like above, have a look, and then like switch between that and guide us.
We could go with that first.
Yeah, that seems ideal.
You could do that, except trying to view the maze from the top is impossible, as the brambles completely overgrow the forest. There is no way to see the pathways inside through the thick canopy above.
I'd like to point out that I dislike this place immensely and want to go home at some point.
We all want to go home.
I think we all hate this place very much.
I nearly died in a desert just from walking around. Actually, strangely, I feel pretty good recently. But yeah, we all want to go home. So?
Let's go in. Apparently, that's our only option, unless we want to just scrap this and go to the place where the demons are born.
No, with this far in already, we might as well see it through.
Very well.
Would it help if we screamed Ruth's name while we were walking around?
I'm sure
it might do.
I think that's a
Of
great
course.
idea. You should
Also
definitely
draw-
do that.
Is that Lulu talking? Alright, I trust your advice.
I'd like to switch to the thousand foot clones, so I don't have to hear this.
All right. So, as we circle through the tangled stretch of woodland here, you can see that there are multiple pathways that lead inside. Eventually, the group chooses an entrance and begins to navigate the way through the forest. I need everyone to make a survival check, please, and thank you.
That'd be survival, Arcanist, not stealth.
Ha, rip.
That was a good roll, too.
Okay.
I
Well,
know.
I felt bad about saying it, but
I didn't even notice. All right. So, you start making your way through, and as you travel, you eventually come to a dead end. There's no further means of exit. There's no way forward. The only thing you see ahead of you is a corpse of a drow at the end of the path. Their flesh is impaled by hungry vines with large, wicked-looking razors, and their face is twisted in an expression of horror. The traveler's bag is resting in their lap, and their weapon is on the ground next to their lifeless hand.
You know,
what was the weapon?
Longsword.
I may not be the brightest guy in the world, but I think he ended up here before we did. And whatever's up there is probably not a good idea.
You don't say.
What?
We're all full of good ideas, aren't we?
Oh, well, wait. Is that sarcasm?
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
let you decide.
Does the bag look like it has anything in it?
It's a large bag. Think like a tote bag, right? And it looks like it could be full. It's kind of hard to tell from the distance and the position it's laying in their lap. But as you look at it, it looks somewhat familiar. It's got a brightly colored pattern painted on the front. And as you look at it, you can see that this pattern... I was expecting a picture. Okay. As you look at it, this pattern almost seems to be that of a smiling face.
so anybody recognize that?
Nope. We'll make cast identify on it.
Can you do that from all the way over here?
No, unfortunately not.
Why not?
How far was the distance again, sorry?
We'll say you're maybe 20 feet away. You just round the corner, you see the dead end, and then this is the scene, you know?
Reckon you could throw me?
Why does that bag look familiar?
Oh, well, it's a, why not? Do it Arcana or History or anything. I don't really care. Just make a roll.
I'm like staring at this face and I'm trying to piece it together.
Why does that look familiar? Nobody?
Oh, what? Oh, I mean, my
There we go.
Arcana's
Hey,
terrible.
look, that works for me. This is a very well-known item in Faerun. Very popular among the adventuring types, and pretty common in all the taverns and places you may have traveled. It appears to be a bag of holding.
Very nice.
Hey,
Um,
books. We need that.
Sure, but it's being held by something very, very peculiar. Who wants to go up there and get it?
I mean, don't one of you have a mage hand or something?
No.
Yes, I do.
I'm a fighter.
So Arcanus will cast Mage Hand to try and reach over and pick it up and bring it back.
Sure. Mage Hand can only carry like 10 pounds. I guess a bag wouldn't weigh 10 pounds. Sure, it picks it up and hovers over. There you go. You have a bag.
Oh, that was easy.
We should have a basic knowledge of how bags of holding work, right?
Right, yeah, you reach inside as an action, and then you can just root around until you grab something and pull it out.
Or would we know about turning it inside out?
Sure, yeah. Very common magic item. Everybody has one, right?
Zon, I'm surprised you didn't want that bag.
I mean, I can always get it later.
Why don't we try turning it inside out to see what's inside of it?
So,
All right, so Arcanist takes it and tries to turn it inside out.
Okay. You reach inside. You begin to flip the bag inside out to spill all of its contents. Something happens. As you reach inside, you see the face on the bag changes. Its eyes open, and its smile reveals a number of sharp fangs, and the bag clamps down on your arm, and you feel yourself being pulled into the bag. I need you to make a strength. Let me see. Oh no, there's no check. It is a 50% chance that you are immediately pulled into the bag. So let us.
So there's no way I could like grab his legs or something.
There's no way. It's not a save. It is simply 50% chance they're immediately pulled inside the bag. So let's. Do you want high or low? Pick your poison.
High.
All right. So 51 and up, you are safe. Okay. So you feel yourself being pulled inside this bag, and then you quickly resist and pull your arm back, and you can see the mouth kind of gnawing where it used to have something, and a disappointed look on the bag's face.
Can I have the bag?
That's
I really want the
Demon
bag.
thing. Arcanist just kicks the bag over to Zondok.
Someone picks it up like, yes.
Thanks for the resub, bona
very
fide.
nice item.
I already know what he's gonna do with that, I bet.
What am I gonna do with it?
You're gonna give it to someone.
Now, why would I do that?
Because you're you. I've traveled with you through hell. I have some idea.
If I gave it to anyone, it'd be you.
Oh, please. I've already seen it try to eat him. I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
What about the weapon that the body had?
It is just a long sword. Nothing of value or interest.
All right. Well, I guess we should continue on our way since we've got the spoils of this little.
Back the way we came.
Person. Yeah, we can't keep going this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before we leave, Arcanist is going to turn around and shoot a firebolt at the drow that's dead, just because I'm angry.
Okay. All right. You see the vines try to recede away from the flame, but other than that, nothing.
That's interesting. Vines are scared of the fire.
Really? Down here?
Yeah, it did not like it when I tried to shoot that drow over there.
We'll keep that in mind.
Do we think that we could try and carve a path through the brambles with fire?
Don't know. Let's try. I've got a lot of fire to expel here.
Well, have you guys ever been caught in a forest fire?
No.
No.
We would die. Not to mention, if the forest really is moving, can you imagine a bunch of pissed off trees that are on fire, attacking us? Wildfires all around us?
But the fire would kill them, it seems.
Helen's gonna become a pit fiend a lot faster than she intended.
Right.
Well, I do have a spell in my harp here that we could use that would create a bunch of fire. If we wanted to try that out to make a path.
I'm gonna back up this way. You guys can have at it.
We would leave. We would go back to where we started from, and then just put a path of fire. I didn't think it would work. That's why I didn't think of casting it.
I mean, I'm all for it. Just let me get a head start that way.
maybe not fire where you're marking we've gone this way?
Make our way back out to where we started.
Well, okay, so I need you guys to clarify. Are you trying to head back to the first area where you entered, or are you trying to use the fire to carve a new path now?
Oh, I wanted to get back out to the start and then carve a path with fire from there.
Okay,
That way
so
we're not in
if
the
we
fire.
if we intend to travel, the party is going to need another round of survival checks, as navigating the maze is quite difficult. Okay, and there's another fail. Alrighty.
I rolled the same thing twice in a row. What are the odds?
Where did that one? Ooh, okay. So you guys begin to travel, right? You think you travel in the same direction that you had, but you find yourselves at another dead end. And as you are surrounded by the path you just came from and a dead end in front of you, you stop and try to survey the surroundings and try to decide on a path. Then something happens. The brambles and vines begin to move, and it's not just a small shake here or there. They begin to lash themselves together violently, quickly, and you can see they're assembling what almost looks like a large humanoid shape, with a blindingly fast speed. In a moment, you are surrounded as these shambling mounds of vines and waste have been created, and they surround you. And give me one moment. There we are. If everybody could roll initiative, please, that would be greatly appreciated. Two, three, four, five. Excellent. Arcanist, it looks like you are up first.
All right, just to clarify, in terms of space, I can, like, we have majority of this area.
No. No.
Okay.
No. Actually, it would be much closer quarters. And then your space is like oop, that is not the draw tool. Draw shape. It would be like this. Like you're backed up in the corner, and okay, why you do this? There. So like you guys came from this direction, and as you hit the dead end, the Shambling Mounds appear all around you. Wow! There's nowhere to go!
Got it. Okay. I just want to make sure I know my dimensions.
Yep, no, you're
All
good.
Well, in that case, I will use a bonus action to cast Dragon's Breath on myself, and then I will attack this one right here.
Absolutely. And what element are we using for the Dragon's Breath?
Fire.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that one would be a 2, so it's like 9.
Okay, so it's 9. I have a question that I'm asking for no certain reason at all. You're elemental adept, right? Like creatures with resistance to fire, you ignore resistance, don't you?
Correct.
Okay. All right. After that, are you finished?
Yes.
Helen. Hey, Chubbs, thank you for this resub, man. Appreciate you very much. Ooh. And what are you doing? Is that a slow?
Oh, it's a slow.
God damn it.
It is a slow.
Boo.
It's 40 feet and Terran, it's a slow.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I
That-
almost did something new. But
Every character, every campaign. What?
They're wisdom saves, but I mean,
Oh. Yeah, why the hell? Well, that's not any better. All fail.
okay, cool. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and move over here.
Are you
Actually,
sure?
no. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
The worst. It's the worst. Alright, sure, we'll use little
They
clocks.
can't take reactions when slowed.
No, they cannot.
Oh,
Zundunk.
Bonus action first.
It's our friend.
Protector. Everyone gets 5 temporary hit points. Everyone but the person that's away. And then I shall swing with the silver short sword of the one in front of me.
Still in my head, the protector turret is in the shape of a metallic bird. That's what we.
That is a ferocious protector.
Yeah, I'd be scared if I heard that.
Silvered short sword.
Yeah. And then if it hits, I'd like to add my fury with a small on top.
Okay. Additional 7.
Yep.
Okay, I should not have used the clock. Oh, they're all linked. Ew, yucky. Right there. We'll use green. All right. Anyway, are you finished,
I am, yes.
Jim?
Okay, so bonus action, we're going to summon the Echo.
No.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Move here, 15 feet of movement, swap places, because I really don't like being in combat. Go figure, right? And
Yeah.
two swings at my friend here.
Mm-hmm. 12 is a miss.
Nah, sucks.
What? 13 hits. Right, finished.
Yes.
The mounds. Alrighty. Well, they only get to attack once. So let's attack Arcanus. Because you're just right there. Whap. Oh my god.
Ow!
Just be glad I can't do it twice.
Gonna make that one count.
Yep. Put some stank on it.
Yeah.
There goes Dragon's Breath. Alright, well, mound number 2 attacking Zarian. Whap. Nope. Alright, there must always be a balance. Mound number 3 attacking Zondunk. 14 is gonna be a miss, I'm pretty sure. And then at the end of their turn, and then Zarian.
Zarian will take his longsword and just go to attack the guy in front of him.
Yep. It's a hit.
I think I'm gonna save the smites.
You hear Lulu shouting from the demon grinder, so far away. Use it.
Oh well, if you're sure, Lulu, then you know what? I've always believed. Sure, I'll smite.
Oh, okay. That was easy.
I assume these are not fiends.
They are not, no.
Okay.
Still, 6 more damage. Alright. Arcanus, back to you.
Okay, going to use something I ain't used yet. So I'm gonna move over to here, and then better move over some more to there. And then I'm going to use Thunder Step.
Nice. So it's both of them that are next to you, right? And then con saves.
Yep, con save.
I got 2 passes, so they're gonna take half.
Yeah, it's only 6, 7. And then
Yeah.
I get myself out of there.
Okay. Thunderstep is an action, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then we go to Helen. A handbasket.
This one right here will. You're just a dried up twig. You're not worth anything. You
How
should just.
dare you?
Go.
How dare you?
Does it look dejected?
As much as a mass of writhing plants without an actual face would.
Oh,
Hey, wait a minute. It doesn't have language. Doesn't Vicious Mockery have a line about it needs to be understand you?
If the target can hear you, though it need not understand you.
Oh,
It must
okay, all
succeed.
right. It was the opposite.
Right.
It doesn't have ears?
And
it doesn't-
Helen's gonna move there.
Cool.
That'll be it.
I guess it's just tone. Like whenever you're yelling at a dog.
Yeah, well, for bards, their magic it's all about the tone, the inflection, the chants and words they're saying, not so much the actual words they are saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zondark.
So protect, which is the same as last turn, and 2 silver short sword.
Yes. Yep. Also a hit. Because of the slow, their AC is like 13. So unless you guys really suck, you should hit them.
And that is Sundark's turn.
Jim.
I'm gonna step away because I just realized that thing might decide to hit me, and hit my friend twice again.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And a third time, why not? Oh,
Yep.
roll 20. Roll 20 hates it when I use that.
All right, the Shambling Mounds. Well, this one doesn't have a friend, so it's gonna just walk right up to its friends.
The movement to get there?
Oh, you are right. Their movement is pretty terrible. What did they move? That was 20 feet. So, well, I guess it's only gonna get right there. Huh.
Must suck.
Ain't that right, Don? Their movement is
Yeah.
pretty terrible, isn't it?
It is pretty damn. Must suck to have it at 10 feet all the time.
No, it's Gucci. I'm good. All right. Oha! No, I wouldn't do
Okay.
that.
Well, it has disadvantage when it attacks me. That's fine.
Yeah, well, but I wouldn't actually do that. All right, Shambling Mound number 1, attacking Zarian. Kaya!
That hits.
Oh, that's right. We don't have a magic shield anymore.
Even with the magic shield, that would have hit.
Shambling Mound number 2 is going to attack. It's going to attack the Echo.
Dun dun. Yeah, no.
Yep. And then number 3, the one with disadvantage, is going to attack Zondark. Some disadvantage.
Only just hit still, though.
Yep. Well, a hit is a hit.
Wait, no.
Shambling Mound number 1 is
Use shield.
no longer slowed. Okay, that works. Shambling Mound number 2 still is, and number 3 also is. Zarian.
Zorian will take another crack at the one in front of him with his longsword, because he can't move over currently.
Okay, hit.
And I think that's...
it!
No! I have to save some of my spells in case things go terribly wrong.
No, you don't. That's a myth.
I will. That's all I'm gonna do this time around.
Arcanus.
All right, I am going to use Firebolt, but as I do, I'm going to use Twin Casting. Use a sorcery point to shoot twice.
Okay,
Once at this one and once at the one next to Zondon.
you got it. Hit. And miss.
And that's it.
Helen.
All right, this one that broke the slow, I'm going to mock once again.
How dare you? It's mocked. Gets a P dot.
Hmm.
Is that all?
Yes, that's all she's going to do.
Zondar.
Oh, sorry. I shall smack the sword first and then do protect.
Okay. 17 will hit.
Nice.
Ooh, everybody gets 12 temp, huh?
Yeah, within 10 feet. I don't know if that works for your body doubles though.
It's not a creature.
It's not a creature.
So it doesn't work for it then.
Yep.
It has
for
it has one hit point anyway. It's
Larian
fine.
And, yeah. So I'm getting a phone call, but that's my turn.
All right. Jim.
Oh, that's me. 3 attacks on my friend Tim. What's the point of resources if I can't use them?
Uh-huh. Okay. Not bad. Finished?
And then it's just gonna go here.
How dare you? Okay, the Shambling Mounds. They are going to do correct me if I'm wrong. The Echo can occupy the same space as another creature, right? As it's an ethereal object.
Jim.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it can go through my thing.
So this poor Shambling Mound that has been belittled and insulted by Helen is going to move forward.
Okay.
She got tired of her tone.
Yeah. Lady hostile. This one here is going to attack Zarian. Miss. This one here will attack the protector turret. 14 misses. And this one here will attack Helen first with disadvantage.
Hit.
14 is a hit for 11. Okay. And then we, without disadvantage.
14. Got it. Hit.
Okay. And as you have been struck twice, you are now grappled by the Shambling Mound.
Those guys aren't slow anymore.
Oh, they aren't. Oh no.
No.
Oh dear. Zarian.
Well, this isn't looking so hot all of a sudden. But keep on keeping on. So just
Should've
gonna give
smited
it. Yeah, you're right. I should have maybe. I'm gonna give it another whack with this longsword. See what happens.
Another hit.
And seeing that Helen is becoming increasingly in danger, I will smite this one.
Yes. Use the big slots.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh. So 14. Oh man, bummer.
1. Oh boy. But the other one's a 7 and a 6, so I guess it's
Yep.
not that bad.
Okay. Attack number 2.
I don't have a second attack.
You're above level 5, right?
Wait, have I had a second attack all this time and I haven't been using it?
Have you not been attacking
Yep.
twice this whole time?
No.
You're more than a 5th level paladin, right?
Oh, I'd have had an extra attack I haven't been using this whole time. I just scrolled down and saw it right here, extra attack. And just...
What do you mean? You've totally been attacking this whole time. I've seen it.
I haven't played this character in a while. I'm sorry.
Wow. All right, that's a hit. You want to smite it?
No.
Are you sure? These
That's
things
a lot
gotta
of-
go, man.
That's a lot of smites, but sure, why not? Another level 1 smite.
Jeez, so easy to push around. 12. All right, not bad. Not bad. All right, Arcanus.
All right.
Use the big
gonna-
stuff. All the big guns. Use them now.
Use a bit. Yeah, it causes a forest fire and we all die.
You'll be fine.
Right.
So I'll do firebolt again. This one and then the one down here for the twin cast. All right, and that would be it.
Wee. So this one and which one on the bottom? The one that was near Helen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Both good hits. Really good. Helen.
Helen. Well, Helen's in a bit of a pickle. She's grappled. That's fine. She's gonna strum on her harp a little bit and cast confusion from the harp. I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna get you in it, but it's the only way I can get all 3 of them.
Oh yes. This
So
pleases
everyone
me.
needs to make a wisdom save that's in there.
This pleases me. Also, have advantage for playing to your pervasive evil. Because
Sure.
that seems like a very reckless action with disregard for the party. Which is exactly what we should be doing. Alright. Zondak and Zarian, why don't you roll for your confusions first?
For the wisdom save?
Yes. TC 16.
Boo. Boo. I think Zondak might be AFK, so I will roll for him. As he says, as he totally punts this. Oh no!
Wait, he doesn't get any bonuses? It wouldn't have mattered, but
Well, he gets your paladin bonus, but it's not
+2.
not near enough. Hey, wait a minute. All right, we'll take his roll. Apparently, he's here the whole time. All right, and now for the Shambling Mounds. You said it was DC 16?
TC 16 wisdom save.
All right, here we go. All right, the 2 at the bottom are confused, which will give little lightning bolts.
Thank God.
All right. Let's put this into the clipboard. Alrighty. Zondak. Protect the turret. 6 hit points to everybody in 10 feet. And then a silver sword stab. Silver sword stab. Confused creatures don't make the save when struck, right? It's only at the end of their turn. Okay. Jim.
Okay, I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna run to there.
Don't you dare.
Clone's gonna smack this one.
Okay. Hit.
Okay. I'm gonna smack this one.
Okay. Hit.
That's a nice hit.
Okay.
That was 10 feet, so I'm just gonna move down a little bit.
Okay, you got it. Then the Shambling Mounds. Alright, at the start of their turn, they roll a d10, right?
Yeah.
/R 1d10. So we have a 4 and a 7. So our 4 is the one here in the corner with Helen. Oh no, I didn't actually
move or take any actions this turn.
Womp. And then the 7 is the other one. Creature uses action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. Alright, so that's Zondonk or the turret. We'll say odds is Zondonk, evens is the turret. So we're attacking Zondonk. Let me check that wording one more time. Uses its action to make a melee attack. So, here we go. Bop! Zondonk takes 6. Doesn't even dent the temp HP. And then at the end of the turn, this one is free.
Did the other Shambling Mound attack?
This one? Oh, no. Haha. Hoo-ha! Jim. Bop, bop.
Bop hits.
I'm really playing up my evil guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Get him.
Oh, yeah, no worries. I had the temp HP, so I take 7.
Right. Alright, and then Zarian.
Okay. I will attack this thing 2 more times with a longsword.
Yep.
2 times this time.
That's a hit. Do you want to smite before you
Nope.
make your second attack? Are
Nope.
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I really think you should.
No, okay, it's fine.
Oh. Alright, well, the first attack kills it.
Okay. All right. Well, then, we'll just, let's see. The one on the bottom can't reach me where it is currently, right?
No. So far through this fight, you haven't seen them have a reach more than 5 feet.
Okay, and we'll move down to this one, and we'll
Hit.
swing again for posterity's sake, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. 12 is a miss! Ha
Oh well.
And Arcanus.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep attacking 2 now.
Yep.
Firebolt.
Twin cast Firebolt. You got it. Hit, and the first one dies. And then a hit, and takes 16.
That's it.
Helen?
I'm guessing I'm no longer grappled.
You're right. You could just remove that.
Oh, this was dropping concentration. And can I move through this spectral without any issue, or is it a difficult terrain still?
Move through the what?
This little imaginary creature that's in front of me.
The echo? Yeah,
Yes.
you could. The echo. Yeah, it doesn't occupy space, so it doesn't.
She'll move to there, and
I'm sad. I didn't get to engulf you.
yeah,
I knew that's what was coming next. I was like, oh boy. Oh boy.
I'll just use that on myself.
Boo. Zondok.
Zunduk is gonna swing at the last remaining shamble.
Yep.
And the Eldritch Cannon's gonna move 5 feet back. So it gets an off attack if the shamble so wishes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Whap. Oh, I missed.
Yep, it missed unfortunately. And then Protector.
4, 8. Alright, Jim?
I'm gonna swap places. and smack. Oh wait, it's dead. Whoops. There we go.
That is a very interesting fighter.
Well, that doesn't want to be in the front line.
I've just never seen it before.
It's an Echo Knight
Yeah.
from the
So I see
Wildermount book.
Yeah. If there's a me who can get hit without me dying, then we're gonna take it.
Yes, that's right. We made attacks. 23, 27 both hit. For 24. Whap. And then the Shambling Mound. We're gonna attack the Goofy Goblin. Oh, blap.
Both hit.
Oh, excellent. You are grappled, my friend. Zarian.
Zorian will step this way.
No.
No?
Not permitted, no.
Oh, I'll just go back then.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna attack it twice with a longsword.
Hit and hit. You said you were smiting too, right?
No.
Your
no.
friend is in danger!
Well, you know, he said mean things to me earlier, and so. Although it's always nice fighting back to back with Zondunk, but you know, if he's small, he can hold his breath for a little while. It'll be okay.
Wait. Arcus.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
No, okay, that's it.
Helen?
Well, why not? I'm having fun. We're all having fun here, right?
We're all having fun here.
Another confusion?
I'm using the Wand of Wonder.
Oh, no, that's not a confusion at all. And what is the target before you make the roll? It's the mound, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so roll your D100. 62. Grass grows on the ground in a 60-foot radius centered on the target. If grass is already there, it grows at 10 times its normal size and remains overgrown for 1 minute. Cool.
The grass on the ground?
Yes? We are in a forest. So, yeah. We have, what would be 10 times, is that what it said?
Yeah.
10 times its normal size. So I guess it's like waist-high grass now.
Awesome.
Difficult terrain!
So Zondon can't see anything then? Once he gets out, if he gets out?
No, yeah. You just see the tips of Zondonk's ears above the grass.
His little tuft of hair on the top of his head.
Excellent. That's all she's got.
Yeah, full cover, I guess.
Jaw theme starts playing.
Oh, that's great.
Strength check to get out or acrobatics?
It's your choice, actually. If you're trying to break free of a grapple.
Oh, wait. I can
Let me
attack
see.
while I'm grappling.
Nope, I'm
So it
sorry.
doesn't-
No, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, instead of trying to break free, it just grapple just makes my movement 0, so I can still attack, can't I?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna choose to do that instead.
Okay, cool.
Let go of me, Tinderwood.
Hit.
And then protector.
Okay. And then we go to Jim. All right, Jim, hit it hard. Or I'm going to eat the goblin. Ooh, a miss. Are you finished? Action surge. Do it again. Oh, God, that was easy. So easy. 27. It's not enough. And so we go to the Shambling Mound, who is now going to engulf the goblin.
No!
Yes!
Bye, Zondon.
Oh, now you want help from the big guy.
I never said I did it, man.
So, Zondonk, you are blinded, restrained, and currently suffocating. You also, when it gets to your turn again, you need to make a con save, or you take 13 bludgeoning. And, that is that. Zarian.
We're just gonna do the same thing we've been doing. 1, 2.
The both attacks hit. You want to add a smite? We need to free our goblin friend.
No, I'm kind of running low on spells. You
Okay,
know?
the first attack kills it.
Okay. I see what you're doing now. You're just trying to get me to waste smites, man.
It's not a waste. It was useful.
It's been a heavy fight if those things weren't slowed early on.
Zondonk like slides out in the feeble position.
See, look, you got helped.
Just missed me. Learned to aim.
Do
I
we
bet
even
it
see
was-
Zondonk?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, where is he?
Oh yeah, it's the grass.
Can I like pick him up by his tuft of hair? Is that a thing? You know, just kind of like plucking a turnip out of the ground or something.
Sure.
No, out, no, stop.
Hey, was it warm in there?
Zondonk's gonna try and like swing at Zari and like, let me go, you ass.
Zarian's gonna hold him at arm's length because his arm is longer than Zarian's body. I mean, his arm is longer than Zondonk's body.
Punch you in the arm then.
Yeah, he'll let him go after like getting a good chuckle out of it.
So,
Back
What-
into the tall grass.
Is there anything on within the Shambling Mounds of value?
there are not. No.
All right, well, it's obvious we got lost.
Yes.
So, anybody, you know, I know Zondon can't see, but does anybody else see a clear way forward?
Well, we tried going the way we came or forward. I don't know.
Zondonk, I would expect nothing less. Isn't coming the way we came how we got into this mess in
Yes.
the first place? So,
Okay.
so if we came from that direction, my vote is we just keep going forward.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. As
if
we try to travel, we're going to need another round of survival checks, please.
Okay.
Really tempted to get us deliberately lost. The roll did it for
and
me.
there's the last one. Jesus, guys. All right. So, I'm going to ask another question with no real reason, right? What is currently the marching order?
I'd say I'm in front.
I'm probably in back.
Zondonk is wherever he can see the tallest person. Wait,
And Arcanist is near the back as well.
Zarian,
Yeah.
can I ride your shoulders?
Wait, now you want to be buddy-buddy?
Listen, if I'm up high, I can see things that you can't see. And look, I have a crossbow. He'll hold up the crossbow that he's been carrying.
Alright, whatever. I've always kind of wanted to do this anyway, so... Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ooh-wee. So, as we are walking, we come upon a long stretch of land. Move you back just a little bit more.
You know, I'm thinking that me and Zondonk and his, if his turret is still up, we're like a totem.
Hey, wait a minute! I just
The tide
realized
is
you got I'm going from the top to the bottom, whereas you guys arrange yourselves. The bottom is the front. So okay, no, bad, shame. All right, let's draw another just quick. So it's a narrow passageway, and it's let's go about that long, right? Let me check my measurements. Cool, that'll work. It's another dead end. Unfortunately, you guys have not successfully navigated this place yet, but you see something most unusual. At the end of this long hall, you see that there is another corpse. This one lying on the ground. The bottom half of its torso is completely overrun with thorns and vines, right? It's been dead a great deal of time, and the only thing that remains is a skeleton clad in rough robes. But lying on the ground in front of the skeleton is a staff. It seems to be made out of some beaten metal material, the color of copper. And it looks like the head of the staff splits into two poles that angle out in several diamonds before arcing away from each other at the top.
Fight the urge.
Did you say this is a dead end or no?
It is a dead end, but
Okay.
there's a corpse with a staff on the ground in front of you.
Hey, Argonus, you wanna do that again?
Yeah, let's get a better look at this thing. So Arcanist will cast Mage Hand and try to reach to grab it.
Could
I-
do that. What is the range on Mage Hand?
30 feet.
We'd have to get closer.
Hmm.
Significantly closer.
Indeed. But you boys have fun.
Alright, yeah. I will move up with Arcanus, staying in front of him just a little.
Okay.
However far up we need to go.
So when you reach that portion of the map right there, all three of you, that's the echo. So the two of you, not the echo.
Zondok's still on Zarian's back.
So then Zondonk as well. As you step forward up to that point, you see that there is a very intense reaction from all the thorns and vines. They snake their way out of the brushes at lightning speed, begin to wrap themselves around your legs, lashing out and grabbing you at the wrist. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Is Zondok safe being on Zarian's shoulder?
No, very much not. And I have more bad news. Those of you up here, not the echo, you are currently restrained.
Ruh-roh.
What the heck? There's
Oh,
so
I
many
just think
things in that
that's-
one token.
Yeah. Because we're all pyramid on.
Sure. Okay.
It's a totem.
And then let me see if I have something. Those are all poopy. Yeah, why not? Vines! Oh! Alright. So, Helen, you would get the first action in combat.
Okay. Do I see anything like a creature or anything?
No, you see the vines that have wrapped around the party and are currently restraining and strangling them.
Oh, Ah. Well, that's unfortunate for them.
It really is, yes.
I don't really have a way to fix that. I don't know what to do. Do the vines just seem to be on the ground itself, or are they like vertical as well?
Like, what do you mean?
How high up off the ground are the vines when they're wrapping these people up? Is it just a full like a wall?
They snaked out from the walls surrounding this passageway and wrapped themselves around the characters.
So they're vertical as well. I got you. Okay, that won't work. Then I don't have anything I can do to these things. Yeah, I'll hold a vicious mockery if I see a creature that I can use it on.
Arcanus, I have bad news. As you are being restrained by the vines, you are very much aware these vines are covered in razor-sharp barbs and thorns. When any creature restrained by the vines begins their turn, they are going to take 22 slashing damage. So,
Ow.
yes. And then what would you like to do?
Not die. Let's figure that one out. Well, I actually have a spell to get me out of this, and not anybody else. Well, that's not true. Oh, am I able to touch Zarian or Zondok?
Yeah, you're adjacent to each other.
Okay. Well, I will then move and touch Zondok, and I will cast the Thunderstep.
Convention? No, okay. Wouldn't Thunderstep hurt Zarian and the turret and the echo? It's each creature within that radius, right?
Yes, within 10 feet. But I'm saving me and Zondok.
I take half damage regardless.
Because spells, yeah. Okay, well, the echo, it's poofed. Each creature within 10 feet. I have bad news. The vines are not considered a creature.
Well, that sucks, but I'm at least out of there.
Yep, so go ahead and you teleport backwards? Forwards?
Backwards, because
And
all I saw was nothing but vines.
oh, right, the echo's not a creature. So the echo would not be destroyed. Thank you.
Ooh.
And the
Zarian's
protector,
up.
is the protector turret considered a creature?
It's a construct.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but construct is a creature type.
One moment, too.
So that would be the answer is yes.
What's DC?
What's Arcanus's DC? 17?
14, so pass. 'cause
Yeah,
I-
14.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Yeah, so I matched it, so I passed, so take 11.
All right. So that was his turn. Zondok.
Now that I am free, can I do anything to help? I cannot. I'll bonus action protected. It gives Zion some more HP. Yeah.
Okay.
Every little bit helps.
Zarian, at the start of your turn, take 22.
Can I use Stone's Endurance?
Sure.
All right. Use your reaction to roll a d12, add your Constitution modifier, reduce damage by the total. So 7 plus 4, so I minus
you take
11.
11.
Okay. So. Okay, can I, is the whole just hallway in front of me is just absolutely just covered in these vines?
Correct. Once you guys move forward, the vines animated, and you can see the entire hallway is overrun.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get to use a spell I've never gotten to use so far.
Oh no!
It's a little costly, but let's do it.
Oh, it's so worth, right?
Yeah, I've had that forever. Forever. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And then there's our prize down there. Misty
Okay.
Step! What?
Yeah.
How dare you!
I've had that spell forever. I've only just now gotten to use it.
Alright. Are you guys going to continue trying to navigate through the vines, or would you like to clear the combat tracker?
Well, we could try to just burn them all away, right?
You could try, yes.
You can try that, yeah.
I'm good either way. I can't use the staff anyway, so I'm.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Light one of his torches that he has and hold it near where the edge of the vines are to see if they back away like they did before.
So, Jem, what would you like to do? And is this where you're standing?
I think Zondok was trying to say something.
No. We're still in combat. That's why.
Initiative track. Sorry,
yeah.
I didn't realize.
Okay then. I'm gonna use my action to transfer my consciousness to the echo, and then send it all the way over here. No, wait, can't do that. There, and that will be my turn.
Is it not hindered by the difficult terrain?
No, because it can technically just float above it. Oh,
Okay. Cool. Helen?
Okay, do we know if these things, we don't know if what fire will do to these things, do we?
No, nobody's used it. You haven't experienced it. How would you know?
Okay, well, let's be bold, shall we? Let's be bold. I'm gonna pull out my harp. And
Oh god, I know what this is.
charge to do something. Yeah, I'm gonna firestorm and I'm gonna consecutively put the blocks all the way down here.
Okay. Just make your roll for the damage. 26.
I did. Yes, over there, 26, yeah.
Okay.
150 feet.
The origin is 150 feet, but then you make 10 panels of 10-foot squares.
Yeah.
It's a great spell. I love it. Anyway,
Yeah.
so these panels roar out, right? And just you see the vines immediately retract and retreat, and the entire passageway is clear. That would hit the turret, and the echo would definitely be destroyed.
yeah.
I opened the wrong one. Second.
But the vines are gone.
And then I turn to the party. I'm like, well, the way seems to be clear now. So,
Sunbug's gonna dash I wanna get it.
yeah.
Okay. you make your way up to the staff, and man, this picture, that staff looks very familiar.
It's very big.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to give you more detail. Did anybody happen to know
Looks like a sword.
which
I'm
picture I
not carrying
used?
it back over his head, tipping over.
Some sort of staff of power.
No, not a staff. That's actually, you see the runes inlaid on the staff, and you can see the runes say in arcane sigils, "Staff of the Magi."
Oh.
And when you reach out to touch the staff and identify all of its properties, it disintegrates. It is merely. It is so old that it is crumbled to dust.
Zondok's eyes start, like, one of his eyes starts to twitch. Kick some dirt. That's it. God damn it.
All right.
Very sad.
At another dead end, we only have one. On the bright side, so we need to make another round of survival checks. Hopefully we can pass and navigate to the center, but on the bright side, if you fail, there's only one encounter left, and then you auto default to the center. 1, 2 fails.
Zondok
3
is
passes. You guys made it.
Don't need
Hey.
to flash a genius.
We're so
It's
we're so
okay,
smart.
Zondunk. I know that was a cool looking staff, but at least you tried.
So, as we make it to the center, you find what appears to be a cave-like hovel in the center of the maze. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of bones and body parts hanging from twine from the entrance, and you have to duck to avoid hitting your head on the low-hanging pieces as you try to enter into the hovel. Inside, you can see the ceiling is strung with garland made from bloody entrails, and that there's dripping sounds of liquid, and the smell of blood fills the air. Flies buzz about the room, and within just a moment, you hear a voice. Who has come into my realm?
God, this is worse than an orc shaman's war camp. Jeez.
I mean, each to their own.
Well, at least Ruth eats well.
A moment later, a woman, a creature, steps out in front of you. She is vaguely humanoid in shape, but she has horns that jut out of the side of her head, and her appearance is macabre and ghastly. She wears a dress made from stitched together skin. Strings of infant skulls hang around her neck and chatter nursery rhymes as she approaches. As she enters into your view, you recognize the shape. It's a hag, but her skin is slick and oily as she is covered head to toe in blood.
Guys, do you remember whenever I said that stitched together creature that one lady had was the creepiest thing we'd seen this whole time?
No.
I take that back.
I don't remember what you're talking about. Hello, lady. We've come to query you.
Yes, of course. I get visitors from all over the multiverse who come to seek my prophecy.
I'm sure you were expecting us being a prophet, or oracle, or what?
Oracle, soothsayer, prophet, all of these names have been given to me.
What
And
about
I
Ruth?
can tell you I do have the knowledge that you seek.
Or you can show us where the flaming citadel is?
Well, that would not serve my ends.
Okay, well, how can we get that information?
We already have a way to get that information.
Told her we were going to do it for her. We just said we'd come to Ruth. If Ruth can give us the information, then we have no need to go back to the demon zapper.
Well, I hate to be the one to disappoint you, but the Bleeding Citadel is covered by very powerful magics. Its location cannot be divined. Only those who have seen it themselves know of its location. So in this regard, I'm afraid that even I cannot assist. But
Yeah.
I do know how to free the Tao, and maybe she will speak truth, and her guidance will find you to the Citadel.
Oh, we didn't even need to explain to her why we were here. She's pretty good.
I see all things, child.
Not the location of the citadel.
She looks at you. She smiles. She reaches out to touch your cheek. She leaves a gross red smear.
Okay.
You should probably clean that up. You might get sick.
Right. Alright, so how can we free the Tao?
You seek your gratification, but we have not yet discussed my payment.
What would you like?
Well,
Please say it's gold.
I actually desire something much more benign. I would like a spa day.
I know exactly what you want. I think the traveling caravan people did spa days.
Yes, it has been quite long since I have bathed myself, and I think that it is nearly time in this century for me to have my brick.
So you want us to pay?
I will accept that. If you travel to the Wandering Emporium and procure a all-service package for me in the Infernal Rapture, then I will exchange for you one prophecy.
We should have gotten a coupon before we left.
Couldn't
Yeah.
you come with us when we go?
Oh, no, my child. I cannot leave my grove unprotected.
Question.
I mean,
You are an all-knowing oracle. Is Mahadi's Emporium still on this plane? Because he had mentioned that they were leaving this plane yesterday.
She holds up her hand, right? And then she takes one finger and rakes it across her palm. Her blood is black and stands out among all the gore of which she's wearing. She holds out her hand, and the blood streams like a river, splashing and pooling in the middle of the chamber. And as it falls, it begins to bubble, standing upright almost, before it slaps back down onto the stone. And you can see that its shape is different. Whereas before, it just fell in a splatter. You know, it's liquid. Now it's in a distinct shape. It looks like an oval connected to another oval, connected to another third. Almost like the links of a chain. You will find the Wandering Emporium near the infernal chains that bind El Toro.
But how do we convince him to come here?
The Emporium moves for none other than Mahadi. No, child, you are simply to go, pay for services rendered, for all manners of pleasure at the Infernal Rapture. And then I will go and visit him.
Well, if we knew how much it would, supposedly cost beforehand, why don't we just give you that now, and then you tell us what we need to know?
She scowls at you. This is not an issue of payment rendered, and she gestures to a table nearby that is heaping with soul coins.
Oh, I
It
see.
is in the journey, in the act of you paying me. This is what I desire. We shall not try to undercut what I need.
No, I'm happy to pay.
We're just, man, this is, hope someone's keeping some kind of mental chain of this, because we're gonna have to, this is gonna be one really long rubber band whenever we get done.
So are you gonna give us safe travel out of your place?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why? She looks almost hurt. Whatever do you mean?
I mean, it is a wonderful place, but if we die before we can get your spa treatment, it's gonna be a little while longer before someone else comes along, don't you think?
That is preposterous. I would never wish to do my emissaries harm.
Okay.
Maybe she doesn't have a control over the vegetation.
So I'm just gonna roll an insight to see how she takes that.
She doesn't respond. But what she does do is change the subject, immediately holding out her hand. Do we have an accord?
Why not? We've made deals of everything else we've come across if we didn't kill him.
Yeah, part of me's kind of considering that option right now, but
Zondonk will take her hand if no one else does.
Okay. And as you grab, her hand is sticky and wet. The blood making a slicking sound as you grasp her hand and she moves in for a handshake. Excellent. Then, do not return until it is done.
Okay. And Zondonk's gonna wait till he's out of earshot, but then he's like, I might need a bath after that.
Alright, well, yep. We'll be going then.
Right.
Okay. You find that this time, when you try to navigate through the forest, you turn around, walk outside the cave, and then you move 10 feet, turn around a corner, and you're staring at your demon grinder. You're outside.
Man, I really hate this plane of existence.
I mean, it's not great, but I could see myself living down here a couple of months a year.
The mountains are so much better.
I'll go with it this Monday.
I'll take giants over this any day.
Just set me up with a little house near the river, and
Near
think
the
I can make-
sticks?
yeah.
Don't fall in.
No, that's for pushing demons in.
I mean, you could live beneath the demon zapper.
Yeah, that's a well, yeah, but then you gotta stare. They're on your front lawn all day.
And plus I want to be killing the demons.
Yeah, but I mean, at least you'll be able to sleep knowing nothing can get to you unless it's not a demon.
Man, what
You
kind
do-
of arch mage of a city would ever make a deal to send a whole city here?
Depends on what they got out of it.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder that myself. What did he get?
Probably some sort of power.
Well, isn't he
Probably.
dead? Didn't we find his body somewhere along the way?
Did he make a deal with what's her name, Zariel?
Ah,
Just to refresh, wasn't his body at the bottom of the in the basement of the manor that that was at the beginning of this whole story?
Yes.
Okay, so he was dead.
Yes. You're talking about Thavius?
The guy, the archmage that made the deal to bring El Toro to hell.
Oh, no, he wasn't dead until you guys killed him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, no,
we made
no,
him dead.
Yeah, you deadified him.
Okay, so I guess Zarian would rephrase his statement as, oh yeah, no, he's totally dead now. I have no idea what he got out of it, but he's definitely down here somewhere.
I mean, if he's down here, he might, be with Zariel.
Oh, let's go kill him again. That sounds like a great idea.
When do you ever get the opportunity to kill the same guy twice,
I've never had that before.
I probably still won't.
Is this conversation happening en route to the Infernal Rapture?
Oh yeah. Totally, yeah.
Yeah. Talking, walking, driving, and, jiving.
The real question is, can I pop a wheelie in the vehicle?
No, the Demon Grinder doesn't have that capability.
It's got too many wheels.
You don't have the right brake or the shifting capability for it. You can't rev the RPMs before you put it in gear.
Nah, as an artificer, can I modify it so it can do it?
So traveling, eventually we come upon the familiar site of the Wandering Emporium. The infernal machines parked in a rough horseshoe, tents erected, and almost as if expecting you, Mahadi at the entrance, arms outstretched. My friends, you returned so soon.
Yeah, we are sent on an errand, and it just so happens it had to be your place.
Ah,
Erranboyne's running around Avernus.
and for whom do you make this errand?
Rufus, was it?
Roof?
Ruth?
Ah, the Oracle.
The hag.
Yes, I am familiar with her desires. As you are aware, all of the Infernal Rapture services must be agreed upon before any transaction can take place. Why don't you come with me so I can explain what we offer and the details of the payment?
Are we all going?
Yes, of course. See what your coin will purchase.
sure, absolutely.
I mean, that's all Zondong. Zondong's got all the coins.
So he leads you into the Infernal Rapture, which, remember, you declined to enter the last time you were here. And when you enter, you are escorted to a private chamber, and there are large pillows, cushions, and divans, and he gestures. Here our most esteemed guests sit in the lap of luxury, while my servants will ferry to them plain dishes and services for whatever it is they desire most. The dining menu at the Infernal Rapture changes daily, and sample menus can be provided upon request. A full meal will cost a single soul coin, and unlike other food consumed within Avernus, my delicacies actually retain their taste. No bitter brimstone, no suffering, unless of course it is what you desire, what a palate you may have. But You'll never find something finer in all the multiverse than the wares sampled at the Infernal Rapture. Then, through this door, the Infernal Rapture offers a variety of services. Light spa amenities for your body, such as body, foot, and hand treatments, massage therapy, skin care, grooming, bathing, are included along with the standard dining menu at no additional cost. But there are also specialty services. Services that I know your patron would require. Dream therapy, whole body restoration, longevity therapy, as well as a host of other more pervasive services, which I will spare you the details. Each of these services costs an additional coin, and for what she would require, I would need 5 in total.
5 gold coins.
Do we even have that many?
So 6 in total, yes, sirs. 1 for the meal,
Why 6?
for the spa services, which are included, complimentary, but then an additional 5, as she would want longevity and whole body restoration, and then, well, the other matters are private.
Maybe we should have asked for some of those coins on that table of hers.
Wait, she was giving us coins?
No, she wasn't giving us coins. She just had a big pile of soul coins sitting on a table.
Well, I mean, we've kind of got to pay for it anyway. This is our... How she gives us the thing.
6 soul coins for all this?
If it's not worth it, Zari, you and I come back murdering her.
We could try it.
Mahadi scowls at the mention. I would remind you, violence and spellcasting are forbidden inside the Wandering Emporium.
Oh, it
And
wouldn't
as he
be here.
says this, he begins to
Yeah.
grow, his teeth becoming elongated and more fearsome.
It
We know
wouldn't.
that's the rule here.
Yeah,
We do it not here.
yeah,
So as not to break your rule.
yeah.
He shrinks down. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, we're not that stupid, or at least I'm pretty close. But
If you intend to attack the Oracle, please, just inform me first. I would love to watch the spectacle.
She's an oracle, so she might see it all coming. Well, yeah, no, that's
she
true.
probably sees us talking about it. We're probably gonna go back, and she's gonna have vines attack us before we ever get there.
I mean, that should
she's
follow through.
yeah, she's probably watching us right now. Actually,
Probably. So, how many soul coins do we have exactly?
Enough.
Yes,
all right,
7 soul
fair.
coins in order to fulfill the lady's
Oh.
desires.
Oh,
Hold up a minute.
Where's that
No,
6?
no,
Hang
no.
on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I misspoke.
No, you said 6, I'm gonna give you 6.
Yes, of course. 6 soul coins in your infernal soul.
pretty sure it was 5 at one point.
Listen, 6 is fine with me. 1 keeps this for fuel.
And Zondong will hand over the 6 soul coins.
If we run out, we're gonna have to go kill some kind of baron running around here. Hey, let's go kill that one guy that lady wanted us to kill.
As you put the coins in Mahadi's hand, he closes his hand and then he puts the coins in his pocket and he says, also, I'd like to remind you, by entering into any agreement with the Infernal Rapture, all parties present and pursuant agree that in the event that services are not paid for upon the time of departure, you forfeit your soul and it becomes the property of my lord Asmodeus. Thank you for your patronage, sirs.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, it's just a fine print.
I paid the full price, so it's not her fault if she doesn't come and get it. But you go to her and give it to her.
But you agreed to the contract. Payment has already been accepted.
if payment's been accepted, then why does it matter if we don't?
Because if she doesn't come here and get the services, then Zondonk, I think, gives up his soul.
Or if there are additional services requested.
That's on her.
Now apparently it's on you.
And you, sir.
My soul was already spoken for.
No,
I can't-
I'm the one who paid for it. No one else did.
You all
Sorry,
approached
my
me
voice is
as a group. We have entered into this contract. Your party
No.
and I. And I'm afraid you can argue all you'd like, but... And with a flick of his wrist, a large scroll unrolls itself. The deal is done.
Wasn't this shitty service?
How would that work with the deal I made earlier? If she doesn't, or she wants additional services, my soul is already spoken for.
You already
As-
belong to my lord. You are of no interest in this agreement.
And those of us who belong to Zariel?
He looks at you. You are not spoken for.
No.
So,
Okay, so what exactly is happening? Because I'm lost now.
Nothing. And he claps his hands and the scroll disappears. Nothing
have
is
to be
happening at
heard.
all. Simply
if I take this,
tell your lady that the arrangements have been made. She will come, enjoy the time of her life, and then we can go about our day.
If I spend all of
There's a-
eternity,
Zondog, it seems that you're going to need to accompany Ruth back here and be her date to ensure she doesn't spend any more
why
of
do I
our
have
money.
to be the date?
You took the deal.
Yeah,
We all took
this
the deal.
this is you. This is on you, buddy.
you gave him
shook
the
her
coins.
hand.
You gave him the coins, and you
It
shook
wasn't
her hand.
Me having the coins.
It's not. I mean, it's just because you chose to keep the coins.
I like how everybody's just kind of fuck you, Zondark. Whoop! Under the bus you go.
I see where I
Watching,
stand
I mean,
with this party.
it's no different.
I see now how you all think of me. I'm gonna remember this.
Hey, I let you ride on my shoulders. Don't be like
Nah.
that.
Nah, that's gone.
And I
now.
saved you from the vines.
And I'm not even part of the deal, so it doesn't matter to me.
Nah, you're all on the list now.
I'm
Okay.
new.
Okay.
Do you really hate the new person?
I've been on the list since
just
we were in the
there.
city.
Would you really blame the new person?
He's blaming you all.
It's fair enough.
All right. Well, if I have to spend all of eternity down here because of something really dumb, I'm going to make it as miserable as possible for everybody else. But let's just get this over with.
Hey, maybe they'll let us hang together, even if we're all.
No.
Maybe you'll be able to become a pitman like I will be.
If I'm stuck here for eternity, I want nothing to do with any of yous.
Even me, the new person.
Even you.
But Zondong, we could team up and go on a revenge rampage.
No.
Oh.
Because you're a paladin, right?
Well, I don't know for how much longer, but yeah.
Please excuse the intrusion. I don't want to. It pains me to have to put an end to such delectable chaos, but I do believe that your lady has an appointment.
Oh yeah, we should probably go back to
Yeah.
what's the name and
Ruth.
Ruth, yeah, of course.
Go back to
And
Ruth.
Tell
It's,
Ruth of the
exactly what she is entitled to with the deal, so that she doesn't go beyond it. Right?
yes.
Like that'll stop her.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we hop back in the Demon Grinder. We start hauling ass across the Avernus landscape to get back to the Bone Brambles. And we find Red Ruth is sitting at the entrance to the Brambles. She has her fingers steepled, and she smiles as she's waiting for you to approach.
I think if we do make it out of this, I'm blaming Ralzala.
Well, my children. Yes,
Please don't
come
call us
and
that.
tell Mother what you have done.
We paid for your
medic your stuff. Please. No, not even gonna. Just don't get anything extra.
Oh, but what all services did you provide?
I think I got them all.
Hmm.
I think that's
You
what I'm
know,
pretty
I
sure
am
it's
quite old. I can think of a varied and vast number of things that I could procure from Mahadi.
Sundark's eye is going to start twitching again.
I'll tell you what. As I had stated before, I cannot leave my grove unattended. Stay here while I journey to the Wandering Emporium. And if I return, I mean, when I return, I will give you my word that I will not cost you anything more than what you have already paid.
Yeah, but see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I don't trust you because you said if I return.
Yeah, hold on. Those words actually, if you really think about it, we've already kind of entered into a contract that technically our souls are forfeit. So that those words you said, that's not any word. That's not comforting at all.
So Zondonk, I believe she's saying she needs a date. I think you're good.
I hate you all.
You did shake her hand.
I am insulted.
No one else was going to.
I do not require a chaperone. I can make my own way to the Wandering Emporium. If you wish to end this encounter intact, all that I require is you stay in my home. Guard my belongings while I am away.
And you'll definitely come back.
Oh yes, of
Timing.
course, of course. I
Sounds
mean,
like a great deal. And Helen starts walking towards her hut.
So, can we, clean up while you're gone?
do not mess with any of my stuff.
You have a cooking pot?
It sounds.
Somewhere in there, yes, of course.
I got this really nice spice bag I wanted to try.
She turns away from you. And when she does, she makes a weird gesture. Starting at her shoulder, she kind of splays her arm out in front of her. And as described before, she's covered head to toe in blood. Lots of it, saturated every centimeter of her body. And when she does, this blood kind of oozes out from her. Travels about 5 feet through the air and begins to swirl around, almost like a snake chasing its tail. And as it circles, the central area begins to darken before there is a portal now standing in front of her. I shall return. Don't touch my stuff! And then she walks through the portal and disappears.
Why do I not have any faith that this is going to turn out okay?
Just don't touch anything.
That's impossible. We have to, we're just going to stand in one place in the middle of her nasty hut for the next, 3 days?
Yes, if it has to come to that.
Oh, we should really be more careful about reading the fine print.
That's why I read my contract before I signed it, guys.
I just want this whole thing to be over.
Well, it will be as soon as we get El Toro out of hell. Lulu, I really hope this works out. And, if we do get out of here, I don't think I ever want to see you again.
That's not very nice. Lulu's her friend.
I mean, I'm lawful evil.
We're all lawful evil at this point.
I don't need any.
Even the tiny things that I did was lawful evil. Was consoling Zondonk about his lost item was really just a very passive aggressive rubbing it in his face that he didn't manage to get it and it turned into dust.
Yeah. Alright. This
With all
is
this money Zondog has, he could get a pretty good assassin for Zarian.
That would be a good twist. You'd probably succeed, being completely honest. Zarian is very much built for a team, not for solo combat.
Would we have had a short rest on the way to and from the Emporium?
short rest. Sure, you can do a short rest.
Short rest, you say?
Sure, of
I'll
course.
take it.
Of course. Let me know when you guys have finished your rest so I can move on to the next part.
Get my action surge back. I'm ready.
Okay. So as you guys rest in Red Ruth's cabin, you hear something odd. Outside the cabin, you hear a series of voices, all chanting. Red Ruth, it is time to pay for your crimes. For condemning our grove to this hell, you shall pay.
Oh, she saw this coming.
Gonna
Yeah.
walk to the door and walk out.
Yeah. Well, we'll walk outside as well.
Gem's gonna go head out.
As you walk outside, you see there are a number of translucent creatures. They look vaguely elven, except where they would have hair, it's just a swath of leaves. Their clothing is made from vines and brambles, right? And as you see these creatures, these dryads, you can see that their visage changes. Their skin sinks in, becoming sallow as rot begins to set in. Some of them are little more than skeletons. They reach their hands out towards you.
It seems like she did you a favor. I mean, you're on a plane in hell. Probably
And just
burned to death. And she prevented that from happening. It seems
And
fair.
she's not here right now, so if you can come at a later date, that would be awesome.
They raise their hands to the air. We summon the spirits of the forest. Ancient beings, heed our call. Destroy our enemies. And you see one of the trees that makes up the fringes of the forest begins to move. But as these trees are not made of wood and leaf like they would be on the material plane, this thing is calcified. It's almost like if a tree had a skeleton. This is what you would be looking at as an undead tree animates and begins to approach. I need everyone to roll initiative, please, and thank you.
You get the feeling she's kind of guessed this would happen, and
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot more than a guess.
Why do you think she was so eager to leave?
I see 4 people in the tracker. Who didn't make it? Zarian.
I guess I didn't click on my token whenever I rolled
You
it.
lose. All right, Zondonk, you are going to be first.
First level spell to bring the protected turret out. Where is it? There it is.
Okay.
Behind me. And then I'll immediately use its protector to give everyone temporary hit points. 6, that's not bad. And I shall, as an action, take the dodge action.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Arcanus. Is
I'm
that
making
what I
things go boom.
think it is?
Yes.
Boo. Boo. Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage, and I'll roll saves.
And it's 34. total.
34 fire. Okay. So here's the saves. What's our DC? Your DC's not 14, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Womp womp. Alright. Both of the spirits pass, and you can see they don't seem to be greatly affected by the flames. Oh, wait. Cough, 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 elemental adept. Alright, they hurt real bad,
Yep.
like. And opposite side of the same coin, this undead tree seems to be greatly affected by the fire that you have surrounded them with. Boom. Okay. Are you finished?
Yep.
All right. The undead tree is going to lumber forward slowly and with purpose. Why is Zandunk in the front? As it moves forward, it raises its limbs, starts crashing down. Zandunk. Bop.
With disadvantage because I took the dodge action.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! I'll take the.
Good thing you did.
Still a miss.
18 it is. All right, and then the second, in my head, they raise their limbs, one on each side, and crash them down simultaneously. One at Zondunk, and one at Gem.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
How much was the temp HP again? 6.
6.
Yep, 6.
That's why it was
Then,
8.
Gem, it will be your turn.
Okay. Hi, not liking this at all. Bonus action, I'm going to cast Searing Smite on my sword.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit the tree. Does that hit?
15 is not a hit.
Ooh. Does that?
28 does.
Okay. So... Thanks. He takes 1 point of fire damage.
Oh. Oh.
Scary, right? And he needs to make a con save. Oh no, sorry. He is ignited, and at the start of each turn, must make a con save.
I'm on fire. Zarian.
I think it's my turn. This is 14.
Zarian will.
No, I rolled it. I rolled initiative for him because he wasn't in the tracker, but he must have re-rolled it after. So okay, you can go next.
What happened?
Don't worry about
okay.
it.
No, yeah, we rolled at the same time whenever I realized that I hadn't clicked my token.
Cool.
And then I clicked my token and rolled at the same time that you did. So,
Helen, take your turn.
Sure. I'm going to cast a spell. Not my normal one that you're used to, but a different one.
Hypno a pattern.
Yep, right there, and all three have disadvantage because I'm casting it through the heart.
I have bad news. All 3 are immune to being charmed.
Awesome. Well, that sucks.
Yes, it does.
It is what it is.
All right, Zarian.
I think Zarian will. I've never used this spell either, and so I might as well just see what happens. I'm gonna cast Bless on Zondonk, Gem, and Arcanus.
Oh, that's
Okay.
me. Cool.
Zondonk, Gem, Arcanus. You're all blessed. If you can mark yourself with the little angel. And then are you finished?
I think I will move up to right here just to stand between the Dryad and the tree, and between those
Sure.
two and Helen.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's it for now.
So, the Dryads, Dryad number 1, she turns and looks at all of you. And as she does, she just begins to wail. And as she cries out, you can feel the suffering, the agony, and it pulls at your very soul. I need everybody to make a con save.
Wow.
I'm gonna flash.
Zondonk, you pass. You're in the aura.
Oh, that's right. I'll flash a genius Arcanus then.
What is
In
Flame?
Arcanus was blessed, wasn't he?
Yes.
Oh, well. How much HP did you have, Arcanus?
Oh, Arcanus still can pass if he rolls a 4.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Wait till see if he rolls 4 or not.
I was at 35.
Okay. So what is Flash of Genius?
It lets me add my intelligence modifier to their save. So +4.
So 14. He passes. That's very, very cool. All right. Dryad number 2.
Oof.
Ugh.
You still get to add the D4.
Yeah, he's 66 psychic.
Helen, I don't think you can pass that.
I can't pass that. No, I'm down.
All right, Helen is down. Whop. Okay, and Zondonk is in the aura, so they are also safe. All right.
Yeah, I roll my D4 as well.
So I need to roll 66 for everybody that is not currently unconscious. 15 psychic damage.
Does that get reduced by my aura or no?
It's not a spell.
Okay.
Question: were those simultaneous casts, or was it one then the other?
Of course, it was one and then the other.
Okay, so then, yeah, I don't.
You do
think
not have
that's-
failed death saves.
Just checking.
It was sequential. You passed the first one. And then, so you lost health and then you went to 0. Alright, that's the Dryads. Zondonk.
I should
got
roll
no healing
Constitution
potion for you.
saving for concentration, right?
First thing first.
Yes, you would actually roll 2 of them. Because you took damage twice. Bless is gone also, by the way.
Why is it
Oh, no,
gone?
no, that wasn't Helen, that was you. My bad.
Yeah.
I shall then smack the tree with the short sword.
Don't you dare. You'll regret. Ooh, that's a hit.
Regret nothing ever.
Piercing damage. Piercing damage?
And I will use my Fury of the Small since we got that short rest. So another 7 damage.
Okay.
Then that's my turn.
Arcanus.
Alright, bonus action first to create some sorcery points. And then I'm casting Fireball.
How dare you?
Be 36.
Ooh. Pretty sure I don't need the the template.
But it's cool to look at.
Bam! All
Well,
right.
I was
So-
trying to make sure that I had enough space to get all three of those and not hit Zarian. So
I appreciate it.
Because that one passed. This one failed. Takes full 36. And then this thing, that'd be 60, 72. Bam, the undead tree is dead.
yay!
All right. Jim.
Arcanist's big moment.
Yes. Fireworks?
I'm fighting a tree.
Oh.
13 and 22.
13 hits and kills the creature.
Yeah. Okay. I still have enough to move it to here, so 22.
Cool. Another hit for 15.
And that's Gem.
Okay, Helen, death save, please. And then Zarian.
Zorian will use his action to use Lay on Hands on Helen, giving her 15 points of health.
Alright.
Very nice. Okay.
And that's really all I can do.
Then the Dryad Spirit. It is going to reach out and try to attack Zarian with a corrupting touch. 15 will miss, and then it goes to Zondok.
Moving the turret up 5 feet, and then Zondok's going to get into melee range as well. Protector. Into short sword.
And Arcanist?
I would do a fire bolt at this point to hit.
Alright, you just need to hit it. That's it. Combat is over, and everything is dead. As the creatures die, right, the spirits simply fade away, but the undead tree, it stops in front of the entrance, and it's kind of blocking the passageway back inside.
What?
So it walked forward.
Yeah, it walked forward, and then it's look at the entrance. So there's like a 10-foot gap, and then there's a giant corpse of a tree here.
I mean, it didn't destroy the house or anything inside, so we haven't broken the deal, I think.
It's true. It's true.
Now we just gotta move the tree, I think.
No, we defended the house, that was part of the deal.
So do we just wait outside until she gets back?
Yeah.
Less likely to touch things out here.
Yeah.
I'm okay
I-
with sleeping out here.
Arcanist is going to try and burn the log, try and cut it down a little bit in size, and see if it
Sure.
can be removed.
Good enough for me. It certainly can, and you can see that, like many of the trees that are in the area here, there are numerous corpses that kind of litter the boughs that are entwined in the trunk. And you see one of them, it appears to be a corpse of a dead gnome lodged in a hollow cavity in the tree. The skeleton wears robes and a hat that denotes it as some kind of a wizard, and you can see it's clutching a rod in its hand.
Someone will turn to dust too.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah, let's go up and grab it.
Okay, grabbing the one, you can see it's definitely some kind of magical implement.
I hand it to Arcanist. You may want to identify this if you can.
Zondok, nature help here. I can't do this.
Alright, hand it over.
I'm gonna hand it over to Zondok.
As a ritual, I'll cast Identify.
Sure. you can see that this rod, it is actually a wand. The DM said the wrong word. The wand is a wand of a war mage.
Nice. Here you go, Cartus. I don't want it.
Thank you. Like, then as on I'm like, didn't you use something similar to this on me already?
Wait, yeah, no. So if we have enough time, I can. Yeah, no, I can't use it on you again. But that's better than what I gave you, so. I think. Let me just check real quick. Wait, yeah. That's literally just what I gave you.
Oh. Well, I could probably
Yeah.
use this in place of what you gave me.
I mean, if we survive for a few more levels, mine gets better.
Survive for a few more what?
When we become more stronger.
All right. Let's start wrapping up for today. So eventually she comes home the next day after everybody has a nice rest inside the blood and gore filled cave. Eventually she comes home. Red Ruth is very pleased with the developments, smiling ear to ear as she materializes back inside. In my head, I picture it like you guys, you're here for the night, so you take a long rest, and everybody's sleeping, and then she just talks. She's standing in the room above you, and she's smiling. Oh, hello! It seems you had a bit of fun, didn't you?
Yeah, we got a great bonfire going. With that dead tree,
Yes, of course. Well, I have honored my end of the agreement. Your debt to the Wandering Emporium has been paid. No other services rendered, so you are safe for now.
Cheers.
And to complete our pact, I will tell you what you need. Ralzala must drink the blood of a Titan to free herself from Zariel's pact. And I have given you the knowledge you required of me, but I am so very pleased with how things have went, I will even give you another piece of information. Uldrak may be of some help, but I warn you, he is not what he used to be. You must be cunning in your interactions with the Titan. Otherwise, you may find yourself in something you aren't able to recover from. Show me your map, and I will reveal to you the location of Uldrak's grave.
Okay, show her the map.
And as promised, she marks the Titan's location, and we have our next leg of the journey presented for us. And that's where we're going to end for today. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord, and I will see you next time.